Have you ever found yourself wondering why some people seem to stay vibrant and active well into their 90s, while others start to slow down much earlier? It's easy to think that longevity is just about good genes, but the truth is, science has shown that your daily habits play a much bigger role than you might expect. The good news? Small, intentional changes can add years to your life, while helping you feel better every single day. But here's the problem. 90% of people over 70 ignore these 5 life-extending habits. Not because they don't care, but because they simply don't realize how powerful these small actions can be. So today, we're diving into these overlooked habits that can make all the difference. Let's start with the first one. This might surprise you, but one of the biggest mistakes people make as they age is slowing down too much. And I'm not talking about just exercising. I mean movement in general. You see, the human body is like a well-oiled machine. The more you use it, the better it works. But the moment you start limiting your activity, even just by sitting too long each day, your muscles weaken, your balance declines, and your energy levels drop. Before you know it, simple things like getting out of a chair or climbing a few stairs feel exhausting. Now, I know what you might be thinking. I already move enough, I walk around the house, I do my chores. And that's great. But here's the key. It's not just about moving. It's about moving with purpose. In places like Okinawa, Japan, where some of the world's longest living people reside, you'll notice something fascinating. They don't go to the gym or do intense workouts, yet they remain strong and agile well into their 90s and beyond. Their secret? They integrate movement into their daily routines. Instead of sitting on chairs, they squat down and get up multiple times a day. Instead of using modern conveniences to make life easier, they keep their bodies engaged by gardening, walking, and stretching naturally. So what can you do? Start simple. If you sit for long periods, stand up every 30 minutes and stretch or walk around. Take the stairs whenever possible. If you enjoy watching TV, do some light leg lifts or march in place during commercials. The key is consistency. These small movements add up, keeping your body strong and flexible for years to come. Now, let's talk about the second overlooked habit, one that's just as important but often forgotten. It's something you've probably heard before but may not fully appreciate: social connection. You see, as we age, it's easy to become more isolated, whether it's due to retirement, losing loved ones, or simply the natural slowing down of social activities. But here's the shocking truth. Studies have shown that loneliness can be as harmful to your health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Yes, you heard that right. In cultures known for longevity, like the Okinawans or Sardinians in Italy, social ties are a key part of daily life. They form small community groups that meet regularly, supporting each other emotionally and even financially. They don't just interact occasionally. They truly rely on each other. This sense of belonging doesn't just make life more enjoyable. It actively reduces stress, lowers blood pressure, and even strengthens the immune system. If you've ever felt like you don't socialize as much as you used to, don't worry. You don't need a big circle of friends to see the benefits. Even small, meaningful interactions can make a huge difference. Maybe it's calling an old friend, joining a local club, or even just chatting with neighbors. If mobility is an issue, technology can be a great tool. Video calls, online groups, or even social apps can help you stay connected. The key is to make socializing a regular part of your routine, just like eating or sleeping. And speaking of eating, let's move on to the next habit, one that has a direct impact on both your lifespan and your daily energy levels. Now that we've talked about the power of movement and the importance of social connection, let's dive into something just as crucial: your diet. You probably heard the phrase, "You're what you eat." And when it comes to longevity, this couldn't be more true. But here's the thing. Most people focus on cutting out unhealthy foods rather than adding the right ones. The real secret to a long and healthy life isn't just about avoiding junk food, but about fueling your body with foods that actively protect it from aging. One of the biggest dietary mistakes people make after 70 is not getting enough variety in their meals. It's easy to fall into habits, eating the same types of food every day, but your body thrives on a diverse range of nutrients. If you look at the diets of some of the longest living people in the world, you'll notice something interesting. In places like Okinawa, Japan, or Korea, Greece, people don't rely on just one type of food. They eat a wide mix of vegetables, legumes, and whole grains, along with small portions of fish and fermented foods that support gut health. Let's talk about one of the most powerful, yet often overlooked, foods for longevity: beans. Yes, simple, everyday beans. Black beans, lentils, chickpeas. They're all packed with fiber, plant protein, and antioxidants that help regulate blood sugar, lower cholesterol, and keep your digestive system running smoothly. In fact, studies show that just one serving of beans a day can add years to your life. Another powerful food? Fermented foods like miso, kimchi, and yogurt. These help keep your gut bacteria balanced, which is essential because your gut health is directly linked to your immune system and even your mood. A healthy gut means better digestion, less inflammation, and improved overall well-being. And let's not forget about healthy fats. Things like olive oil, nuts, and avocados. Unlike processed fats, these help keep your brain sharp, your joints flexible, and your heart strong. In Mediterranean cultures, where people regularly live past 100, olive oil is a staple, not just for cooking, but as a daily source of powerful antioxidants. But it's not just what you eat, it's how you eat. One habit that stands out in longevity cultures is the practice of eating until you're about 80% full. In Japan, they call this hara hachibu, which means stopping before you feel stuffed. This small habit helps prevent overeating, giving your digestive system a break and reducing unnecessary stress on your body. It's a simple yet powerful way to avoid weight gain and keep your metabolism in check. Now, let's shift gears to another crucial factor that affects how long and how well you live: your mindset. You see, most people think aging is just about physical health, but your mental outlook plays a huge role too. In fact, studies have found that people who view aging positively, who see it as a time of growth, wisdom, and opportunity, actually live longer than those who view it as a decline. Think about it this way. If you wake up every morning dreading the day, feel like life is slowing down, your body responds accordingly. Stress hormones rise, your immune system weakens, and even your memory starts to suffer. But if you wake up with a sense of purpose, with things to look forward to, your body stays in a state of renewal instead of decline. In longevity hotspots like Okinawa, older adults have a concept called ikigai, which means a reason for being. It's what gets them out of bed every morning with enthusiasm, whether it's taking care of their garden, mentoring younger generations, or practicing a favorite hobby. They never stop growing, learning, or contributing, and that keeps their minds sharp and their spirits high. So, how can you apply this in your own life? Start by asking yourself, what brings you joy? What activities make you lose track of time? Maybe it's painting, writing, volunteering, or even just spending time with loved ones. Whatever it is, make it priority. Having a sense of purpose doesn't just make life better. It literally helps you live longer. And speaking of things that keep you going, let's talk about one final habit that can add years to your life. And surprisingly, most people overlook it completely. Now, we've covered movement, social connection, diet, and mindset, all key factors in living a long and healthy life. But there's one more habit that could be the most powerful of all, and surprisingly, most people ignore it: rest and recovery. We live in a world that glorifies busyness. Even in retirement, many people feel the pressure to always be doing something, as if slowing down is a sign of weakness. But here's the truth: your body needs rest just as much as it needs movement. In fact, one of the biggest longevity secrets from places like Okinawa and Sardinia is that people prioritize both activity and relaxation in equal measure. Let's start with the most obvious but often neglected factor: sleep. So many people over 70 struggle with sleep issues, waking up too early, tossing and turning, or feeling exhausted even after a full night's rest. But here's something most people don't realize: your sleep quality is even more important than the number of hours you get. Deep, restorative sleep is when your body repairs itself, strengthens your immune system, and even cleans out toxins from your brain that are linked to Alzheimer's. So, how can you improve your sleep? One simple change is to create a consistent bedtime routine. Avoid screens at least an hour before bed, dim the lights, and do something relaxing, like reading or listening to calming music. And here's something many long-living cultures do: they sync their sleep with natural light. Getting morning sunlight within the first hour of waking up helps regulate your internal clock, making it easier to fall asleep at night. But rest isn't just about sleep. It's also about stress management. Chronic stress is like slow poison for your body. It raises inflammation, weakens your immune system, and even speeds up aging at a cellular level. That's why people who live the longest have daily habits to release stress, whether through meditation, deep breathing, or simply taking time to enjoy life's small moments. One of the simplest yet most powerful ways to reduce stress? Laughter. Yes, you heard that right. Studies have shown that laughter lowers blood pressure, boosts your immune system, and even increases lifespan. Ever notice how centenarians often have a great sense of humor? They don't take life too seriously. They focus on joy, gratitude, and finding reasons to smile every single day. So, let's put it all together. If you want to live a longer, healthier, happier life, here's what to remember. Move your body every day. Stay socially connected. Eat a variety of nourishing foods. Cultivate a positive mindset and prioritize rest. These aren't complicated changes, but they are powerful. And the best part? It's never too late to start. You have the power to shape your health and your future, no matter your age. Small changes, done consistently, can add years to your life, and more importantly, they can make those years worth living. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What's one habit you want to start focusing on today? Let me know in the comments. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs this message. Here's to living your best, longest, healthiest life. That wraps up your full script. Let me know if you'd like any tweaks. Smiling face with smiling eyes.